In the dim moonlight of a cold winter's night, Hollow Manor stood like a silent sentinel at the edge of the dense woods, a relic of forgotten times. The decrepit structure loomed, cloaked in a thick veil of ivy and shadows, whispering tales of a bygone era to those brave enough to listen. David Smith, ever the practical man, was unfazed by the manor's menacing facade as he stepped out of the family car. "A fresh start for us all," he declared, his voice cutting through the oppressive silence. Emma, his wife, felt an inexplicable connection tugging at her heartstrings, a mix of nostalgia and unease. Their daughter Lucy, a curious and imaginative 10-year-old, had already wandered off toward the gnarled trees, her eyes wide with wonder. Ethan, the teenage son, slammed the car door with a grimace. "This place is a dump," he muttered under his breath, dragging his feet as he reluctantly followed his family inside. As night fell, the manor seemed to come alive with sinister whispers. Lucy stumbled upon a dusty old doll in her room, its glassy eyes staring blankly. "Her name is Clara," she announced, cradling the doll despite Ethan's protests. Emma couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, the ancient house creaking and whispering its secrets. Flickering lights and the distant echo of footsteps heightened the tension. David dismissed it all as old house quirks, but Emma's unease grew. The next day, their elderly neighbor, Mrs. Harrington, appeared at their doorstep, her eyes grave with warning. "This house has a dark history," she said, her voice quivering. "Tragedies befell the families who lived here. You must leave." David brushed her off, but Emma felt a chill run down her spine. Lucy's connection with the doll deepened as she began experiencing vivid dreams. She saw the manor as it once was, glimpses of a family tormented by a malevolent spirit. Ethan, struggling to fit in at his new school, accepted a dare to spend the night in the attic. That night, he faced the true horror of the house, a dark entity that sent him fleeing in terror. Family tensions escalated as Ethan recounted his experience. David's skepticism clashed with Emma's growing belief in the supernatural. Meanwhile, Lucy discovered a hidden room filled with relics from the past, including a journal that unveiled the manor's tragic history. The spirit, enraged by their presence, grew increasingly violent. Objects hurled through the air, and chilling whispers echoed through the halls.